Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will discuss developing performance standards. While performance elements tell employees what they have to do, the standards tell them how well they have to do it. The first article in this series defined and reviewed the characteristics of critical, non-critical, and additional performance elements. This article reviews the principles of writing good standards that can be used effectively to appraise employee performance of those elements. Definition: a performance standard is a management approved expression of the performance threshold, requirements, or expectations that must be met to be appraised at a particular level of performance. A fully successful or equivalent standard must be established for each critical element and included in the employee performance plan. If other levels of performance are used by the appraisal program, writing standards for those levels and including them in the performance plan is not required by is encouraged so that employees will know what they have to do to meet standards higher than fully successful. General Mayer's performance standard should be objective, measurable, realistic, and stated clearly in writing or otherwise recorded. The standards should be written in terms of specific measures that will be used to appraise performance. In order to develop specific measurements, you first must determine the general measures that are important for each element. General measures used to measure employee performance include the following: quality address how well the work is performed and or how accurate or how effective the final product is. Quality refers to accuracy, appearance, usefulness, or effectiveness. Quantity addresses how much work is produced. A quantity measures can be expressed as an error rate, such as number or percentage of errors allowable per unit of work, or as a general result to be achieved. When a quality or quantity standard is set, the fully successful standard should be high enough to be challenging, but not so high that it is not really achievable. Timeliness addresses how quickly, when, or by what date the work is produced. The most common error made in setting timeliness standards is to allow to margin for error. As with other standards, timelines standards should be set realistically in view of other performance requirements and need of the organization. Cost effectiveness addresses dollar savings to the government or working within a budget. Standards that address cost effectiveness should be based on specific resource levels, money, personnel, or time that generally can be recommended and measured in agencies' annual fiscal your budget's cost effectiveness standards may include such aspects of performance as maintaining or reducing unit cost, reducing the time it takes to produce a product or service, or reducing waste. For each element, decide which of these general measures are important to the performance of the element by asking the following questions. Is quality important? Does the stakeholder or customer care how well the work is done? Is quantity important? Does the stakeholder or customer care how many are produced? Is it important that the element be accomplished by a certain time or date? Is it important that the element be done within certain cost limits? Specific measurements. Once you have decided which general measures are important, you can develop specific measures. It is these specific measures that will be included in the standard. To develop specific measures for each element, you must determine how you would measure the quantity, quality, timelines, and or cost effectiveness of the element. If it can be measured with numbers, clearly define those numbers. If performance only can be described, observed, and verified, clarify who would be the best judge to appraise the work and what factors they would look for. The first line supervisor is often the best person to judge performance, but there may be situations depending on what is being measured when a peer or the customer receiving the product or service would be the best judge. The following question may help you determine specific measures for each general measure. Ask how could quality, quantity, timelines, and or cost effectiveness be measured? Is there some number or percent that could be tracked? If there is no number and the element can only be judged, ask who could judge that the element was done well? What factors would they look for? If you like my video, thanks for watching. Subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.